Kenny, what do you take away from this one overall?
We're doing a little better, and it's not just in this single game, right? I think you could probably go about 5-6 games now. If you take the Knicks game where I thought we played well, wish we would have gotten a victory. Take that Houston game out where that was just kind of hopefully an outlier. I feel like we're trending better. Still not there, but trending better.
I know that Craig Porter Jr.'s box score might not blow everybody away, but what do you think of the impact that he finds ways having on it?
He's becoming like a kind of getting into that elite defender. You put him on Booker, put him because his Kobe always says this, right? The reason did he lead the NCAA in blocks? Like he's got this knack of contesting shots, and then he's got the 4 offensive rebounds. But I love the defense. Like, man, if we can, he can keep that where it is. He just keeps rising in terms of defensive ability, and then he gets us extra possessions. It's huge for us. Really happy for him. He, how hard he worked this summer, how hard we were on him about getting in shape and getting that NBA body, and he's getting rewarded right now.
Kenny, you talked coming into tonight's game about just knowing how hard the Phoenix Suns were going to play and work tonight. How did you feel about the infectious energy level and the physicality that you guys played with tonight?
Yeah, pretty good. I thought that third quarter they started to get it. We started to turn it over. They start to reach and hit you, and we coughed it up. And that it was just one stretch where it was like, man. And you can't have stretches like that in the playoffs. That's what I told the guys. So we it's good facing a team like this. It's so physical. But it was good we bounced back, from that stretch where they kind of bullied us a little, and we started coughing it up. But good we turned it.
Kenny, this is the second game. Lonzo Ball got a DNP decision. What went into it tonight?
Tonight was a little bit kind of sticking with what worked in San Antonio. Just where we had a groove. I just felt it. This is not permanent by any means, but sometimes when you find a combination that's working, you stick with it. Zoe's great. He's great on the bench. He's great spirit. He gets it. And it's also for him, he gets these days to recover and build his body, work, and that's important for us because I'm going to keep saying it. We're going to need him. He's a playoff basketball player. So this is a good little stretch for him to get his body, in even better condition.
Mark. Coach, it was about 9:30 in the fourth quarter. Don got a defensive stop. Then you guys got out transition, he hit a right wing 3. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw he gave a little fist pump, and he turned the bench and gave a double fist pump, which is all the times we've watched you coach. I can't remember double fist pumps. Is there a reason that particular sequence brought up?
When you're struggling a little bit, like big plays like that matter, because I thought the game was teetering, right? Like, man, this is going to be another one down to the wire, and I thought that was like the icebreaker. Like it tipped it where like we're going to get this one, so. We needed that. That was, to me, the biggest shot of the game. That's why I was so animated.
And you mentioned Craig Porter Jr. earlier, leading the country in blocks. We talked to Craig a year ago. He said the two guys he modeled his game after, and I swear to God, was Rondo and Dwight Howard. Seriously.
He's kind of a combination of. He's a combination of both.
You see a little bit of. He's not a center, obviously, but the way he can contest and block shots and. Not Dwight Howard, but do you see a little of that?
It's so cool, because Rondo's one of the smart, young guys. They don't normally. That's not the person they they modeled, but Rondo was such a great player and so smart and did all the little things, kind of like CP does. So I'm just trying to figure where the Shaq thing comes from. Is that that's a little quirky, but CP's a different cat. There's no doubt about it. I love. He's so cool and calm. Never, doesn't rarely shows emotion. So that's really funny, actually.
Joe G and then Spence.
Coach, you guys, in your recent turnaround, has been jumping out to an early lead.
Yeah.
You led by 16 after one night. How beneficial has it been to be playing from in front instead of having to rally back?
Well, getting to that starting lineup that's been so successful, I think that's part of it, right? Getting J.A. and Evan, back together. They haven't spent a lot of time together, so it's huge. But a lot of it has to do who we have out there, who we're starting now. That lineup's been historically effective, so it doesn't surprise me that we're jumping off to these leads now.
Spence.
You kind of mentioned it yourself that the game started to teeter a little there towards the end of the third and beginning of the fourth. How nice is it that you guys didn't have one of those droughts that you've been experiencing in some of those this year?
Yeah.
Any scoring droughts really, and you didn't really let go of the rope even when that was happening.
Yeah, I know. If you have a bad 3-point shooting tonight, you probably lose, right? It's good. That's part of us playing better as we're starting to make shots. But you go on a drought, then that's when your confidence can waver, especially because we haven't been in a groove like normal. So huge. Even that Jalen hit that 3 on the left wing there at the end there. I know we were up, but it was like, we haven't been making them. So it's great to see the ball go in. Gives us some breathing room.
It's surprising. I want to ask you another lineup question.
Yeah.
But, a lot of 4-guard lineups next to Jay or Evan interchangeably, whether that was CP with Darius or CP with Don. Just what kind of dynamic does that give you interchangeably with those two?
Well, I think what I'm seeing is a little bit with CP's almost like a 4, like the way he plays, the way he rebounds, and you can put him on, bigger wings, and you don't have to worry about losing the rebounding battle with him either. So that, I think him being out there as a guard, he almost plays like a 4, which is really helpful. But yeah. It's nice we're getting J.A. and Evan together, but those we've struggled when there's been only one big on the court this year. So it's nice to see we're finding lineups around the one big lineup that are a little better.
Yeah, it's gonna wrap. Coach.
All right,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. All right.